You're thinking about waiting on interest rates to come down before buying a home? I'm getting ready to show you why that could be one of the biggest mistakes financially that you're ever going to make. Stay tuned. So you think you're going to save a buck or two by waiting on interest rates to come down before buying a home. Seems like a great idea. Interest rates around 7%. If you're buying a $500,000 house and you're putting 10% down, you're going to make a $50,000 down payment, finance $450,000 at 7%. Your payment, principal and interest is going to be around $3,000. Okay, and hey, if you wait 3 years for the interest rates to come down, let's say they go down to 5%. And that same $450,000 mortgage is $600 cheaper. Wow, you did a great job waiting, so you think. But let's really do a deep dive into the math. Now, today you can buy a home for $500,000. Number one, the seller's going to negotiate with you a little bit on the price. A lot of times those houses need new roofs and new air conditioning units. Sellers willing to pay part of your closing cost. So if the home has an older roof or an older air conditioning unit, you have an opportunity going in to have the seller offer concessions for those amounts. Sometimes I've had sellers put new roofs and new air conditioning units on the home so the buyer could get their 4-point and get their insurance rates lowered even more when they buy. Now you compare this to the buyer who waits 3 years. So you're going to wait 3 years so you can save that $600 a month. Well, today, are you paying $600 a month in rent? Most people on average are paying about $2,000 if you're lucky and you're at a place where you have a $2,000 a month rent. Over 3 years, that's almost $25,000 a year, $75,000 in additional monies that you're losing by not buying today. So you compare that to the person who bought earlier today that has the new roof, that has the new air conditioning unit. Maybe the seller paid their $10,000 closing costs in addition to that. Now, 3 years later, that same person that bought the home today is refinancing their loan after 36 months, and they have the same savings that you do. But upon deeper dive, and this is probably going to blow your mind, so here's your mind being blown here. So I'm going to blow your mind here for a minute, because remember the escalation clauses that we had just a few years ago? When the rates go down to 5%, there's going to be tens of millions of people entering the market trying to do the same thing that you're doing. That's going to take that base $500,000 home that's probably going to be worth $550,000 in the future. You're going to have to go 50. Let's just assume it's worth the same. So you're going to probably have to go $50,000 over asking price and take the home as is in order to be the winning bid, because you're going to have multiple people bidding against you. So now you're having to come up with an extra $50,000 just to buy, because the home's not going to appraise out when you go over asking. So not only are you going to have the $50,000 you originally had to put down, you're going to have to offset the appraisal being short by another $50,000. You're going to have to pay your own closing cost another $10,000. If the home needs a new roof, probably average $20,000, and if it needs a new air conditioning unit, you're looking at $10,000 to $12,000. Guys, it makes so much more sense to buy now and start building equity in your home. And also keep in mind, when those people are paying $550,000, the next appraisals that come in on the next house, this person that bought today is gaining that equity, whereas the other person is still at an even point if they're lucky. If you want more information on what avenue you need to take to buy a home, straighten out your credit, get pre-qualified for a loan, and figure out the path to home ownership, just give me a call at 813-VINCENT, 813-846-2368, or hey, stop by our beautiful office here at West Shore Plaza Shopping Center right next to K Jewelers. And hey, it's Easter time, so Easter Bunny's right next door. Take your kids to see the Easter Bunny and then come in and let's get on the path to home ownership.